Hello and welcome to CHEEMA Connect. My name is Jamie, your host as always. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I want to say thank you, big time. Thank you for watching the program. I know we got drivers out there. I know we got CHEEMA staff out there. I know we got some public out there. We got family members that watch the program. You tuning in means so much to us. Our goal is to stay connected to our community. We want to make sure that our team knows what's going on so that we can have a real-time conversation about the things that matter specific to CHEEMA Freight Lines. I'm very excited about my first guest. Today, I have with me the VP of Safety here at CHEEMA Freight Lines. Drum roll, please. RAUL SORIA. RAUL, how you doing? Welcome to the show.
Good, Jamie. Thank you for having me.
Good. Hopefully you got some strong coffee like I do, because I am ready to get to know RAUL. Tell me a little bit about yourself.
Sure. So I guess I moving here, took this opportunity with CHEEMA Freight Lines. I'm moving from Nebraska, but I'll be stationed out of Phoenix, Arizona. That's where I'll be based out of. But originally from Texas, spent most of the last 30 years in Nebraska, and really enjoying my time here in the West Coast.
Nice. So Nebraska by way of Phoenix, and here we are in Pacific Washington today. You do a fair amount of travel.
Yep, tomorrow I'll be in Albany, so I'll get to spend the day there.
Always on the move.
With Shelly and Darren, so I'm looking forward to that.
And in doing so, connecting with your team. You've been with us for a minute now. It's January of 2026, brand new year, but you joined us back in October?
Yep. So my start date was in October, so I just surpassed 90 days.
Okay. Well, congratulations on that.
Well, thank you.
How's it been so far?
Really good. Enjoying it, learning lots. Felt like not drinking from a fire hose, but from a river. There's been a lot new changes, new technologies that I haven't really touched or felt before. But getting up to speed.
What, if you don't mind me asking, attracted you to CHEEMA Freight Lines? How did CHEEMA and RAUL meet?
The stars aligned, if you will.
Okay, tell me more.
Sure. So this last summer, I was at a TCA safety event, Safety and Security Division meeting,
okay.
And I had a chance to have dinner with one of our vendors and one of your drivers. It was Scott Lindsay. So we went to a hosted dinner event, got a chance to know him. The next day, I met Jeff, and we got a chance to connect. We kind of talked different industry events or topics, mostly safety, maintenance, and recruiting. And the conversation went from there. And 6 months later, here I am.
Now, I understand you were with your previous employer for 20 plus years. It's a long time. What, in your short 90 plus days with CHEEMA Freight Lines, have you seen that might be different? Not to put a spotlight on them, but what have you noticed different about CHEEMA since you've been here?
Sure. No, I was blessed with the opportunity to serve them for 22 years.
Yeah.
Really enjoyed working for them, and I learned a lot. And I went from different positions within maintenance, mostly safety. And yeah, just thankful for my time. Some of what attracted me to CHEEMA is, I think, the fleet demographic, right? The West Coast. Previously, my fleet was operating out of the Midwest, so kind of getting to know different parts of the country. What I was seeking was a bigger fleet size. I knew that for me to take the next step, I would have to step into a bigger fleet. So this one's about twice the size of the fleet that I'm coming from, and then one that had more locations than just the one. So yeah, just those are the top things. Not only that, I guess the brand recognition that CHEEMA had. The people that I've talked to, the people that I've engaged with, all had really great things to say about CHEEMA and Harmon and all the team here. So I was really thankful for the opportunity, and here I am today.
Here you are. I'll tell you a quick story. I remember meeting you for the first time. I was down in Phoenix, Arizona, and we were getting ready to host Driver Appreciation Week. Had a great time doing that. And I got the opportunity to join you guys for dinner one evening in preparation for Driver Appreciation Week. You happened to be in the area, and got to know you. Had a great time. Met you, met the wife, and I thought, oh, this guy's got great head on his shoulders, great experience, great resume, and be a great fit for CHEEMA Freight Lines. And then what I really appreciated about getting to know you was that very next day when we were hosting Driver Appreciation Week, you were out there. I know you had other commitments that morning, but when you were out there at the event, you were out there shaking hands with drivers, asking them about them, asking about what they love about trucking or how they got started in their driving career. And you just got right into getting to know the team, the drivers at CHEEMA Freight Lines. And I noticed that right away. And we've talked a lot since that point in time about the importance of training and education, not just safety as gotcha, but safety as like kind of a educational point of reference. So it's like, hey, let's be proactive. Let's not just respond to the urgencies and the accidents and all the maydays and fires, but let's be proactive, let's educate, let's coach, and let's do this together. So excited to continue that collaboration with you. Safety department staffing, some culture changes. What do you want to talk about on that topic?
Sure, kind of talk about some of the recent changes. So not only myself, but around October so Scott Grafe, who just recently retired, so we're thankful for all his years of service and all the foundation that he laid.
Congratulations, Scott.
Yep, Scott. And but at the same time, so that I joined, also Paul joined as well, so he joined the team. And of course, Darren is still here to help serve you guys in Albany, and Chris in Lathrop. But with the addition of me and Paul, I guess this is the two most recent changes. And we're very much all about supporting our fellow drivers. So you mentioned getting out there in Phoenix. I think state safety starts with having a good relationship with our drivers, right? Being able to be on a first name basis with them, to know that they can call you, even if it's a good or bad discussion, right? I think that's the first step in having a good, solid safety program, is having the personal touch with it, right? To drivers can reach out to you and
Being
make a connection.
approachable, yeah. Being
Making connections.
relatable.
Yep.
Very good. Well, I like that. Let's continue the conversation about feedback. I know you have some tools and some plans about getting more driver feedback for your program and your team.
Sure. One of the things I'm looking forward to is kind of, now that I've settled into the role, kind of noticing what forums do we have available to provide feedback to our drivers, right? On how are they, specifically how is the fleet doing, but then how are each individual driver doing? I think I want to take the next several months, we've laid that out in our roadmap for 2026, to just be better at doing that, right? Let's share all the good things that our drivers are doing every day to drive safely. And then if there is errors for improvement, then let's talk about that, and let's work to coach them and improve them to make them better drivers. But I want to make this 2026 a better year of just sharing that feedback, individual and fleet-wide.
Nice. I like that. I mean, it's amazing how many drivers we have driving here and how much experience they represent. And to not leverage that is foolishness. And so great that you see the importance of getting that plugged in. Let's talk about some technology. There's been a lot of technological developments here at CHEEMA specifically over the last several years, from ELD to some of the True Fuel stuff and relay that we've adopted this past year. How is the technology impacting safety, and what do you see better leveraging this coming year?
Sure. So CHEEMA has a lot of great technologies that you're already utilizing. I'd like to take those to the next level, right? Currently use the tools, and I think maybe not that we're underutilizing them, but there's still areas that we could use them better and more efficiently. So I'm looking forward to being able to do that. Some of, within, whether it's the ELD, whether it's the camera, just better leverage the technologies that we already have to make them drive us to be more efficient and safer, right? Reduce crashes, reduce injuries, those types of things.
Yeah.
Also looking forward to maybe implementing some new technologies. Some of the things that we're looking at is a new LMS, so a learning management software, looking to add to what we already have. One that might be a little bit more targeted, maybe more vast, right? Just a little bit more refined training content, right? As far as from some of the providers that we have now. So I'm looking forward to that. Also, we do have a new safety tool that we haven't really rolled out, but it's essentially a risk identification tool. It consolidates all the various all the various safety performance metrics, right? Whether it's ELD, whether it's crash data, whether it's inspection data, hours of service, and it just puts that into one place so we can see a total scorecard or risks profile on anyone.
Nice.
So we're looking forward to rolling that out and maybe leveraging that. But then again, just stopping to recognize the drivers are doing great, right? Because there's a lot of drivers that that work really hard, that have really good scores, don't have tickets, don't have accidents, and we want to find a way to, who are those guys? We know who they are, right? As far as it's the majority of our fleet, but we want to take the effort to have the metrics, have the data, coach on the drivers that need a little bit of help getting there, and then the ones that are doing a great job, pat them on the back and thank them for what they do.
Yeah, positive reinforcement.
Yeah, positive reinforcement.
Identify it and call it out. I like it. Let's talk regulatory and CSA updates. What do you see as a vision for like having some expanded communication as far as like making sure our drivers know what they need to know as far as DOT regulations and CSA current info?
Sure. So I've just recently kind of acknowledged that I've turned into a data geek. So
Wow.
I'm kind of a data nerd.
Nice.
But no,
You got to be in this game.
Yeah, right. Full-time safety guy, but part-time data geek. But no, I wanted to take my time here to kind of share that information with others. Any of the data that we compile, whether it's regulatory updates, CSA scores, we have a lot of data that we have, but we have to use it meaningfully, right? And I think I do a pretty good job at taking that data, interpreting that to executive leaders on where there's areas for improvement, but then also use that for educational purposes. So we can share with our fleet, hey, here's the areas that we're having trouble in. Please do your part by being careful, right, when you encounter these areas, and we're here to help you. We're not here to hide anything. We want to just openly share that, and then just hope that we can all get better by sharing that information. But with that, I want to kind of, over the next year, create a forum where we're sharing our CSA scores, our crash data, injury data, and if that can reduce one crash, I mean, that our time's well worth it in sharing that information with others.
100%, 100%. So talking about accident and injury trends, what have you been seeing in your time here with CHEEMA, in your history with transportation, the kinds of trends that come and go drivers are facing out there on the safety ranks?
Sure. I think the two biggest that in my short time here that I've noticed is maybe weather-related events. So I think even here in the Pacific Northwest or the I-5 corridor where we travel, you still have to be diligent about being safe, checking the conditions, checking the forecast. Wind can be a factor, snow, ice, all of those things that affect us while we're driving. The other thing would probably be lane change collisions.
Okay.
We seem to have a little bit more higher frequency with lane change collisions. So I'd say, please do your part. Make sure that that lane is clear. Make sure you're using your signals, signaling your intention, checking your blind spots, and taking an inventory of all the vehicles around you before you do make those lane changes. And I know it's hard to do in urban settings, in inner city traffic, but please do your part. Those are the most costly. Those are the ones where more folks can be injured that way. So just be real careful making lane changes.
Good. And driver recognition program, you have something in mind there?
Yeah, so kind of same thing. Here now 90 days, and just looking for building upon the foundation that was laid before us. I think some of the things we could kind of work to get better would be driver recognition. So you hear it a lot of other fleets, and including my previous employer, we did a lot of driver recognition programs, whether that's mileage, whether it's driver of the month, driver of the year, those kinds of things. And I know we participate with TCA, but we can also do an internal program. So looking forward to building that and recognizing maybe a tribute wall. That'd be cool.
That'd be really cool.
Yeah, with a big plaque with names, and hopefully drivers work hard to try to get their names out. And CHEEMA's been around now for a long time, so it wouldn't take very long to get a lot of names on there day one. So
Coming up on 20 years.
Yeah, looking forward to
April.
Putting those names on there.
Well, thank you. Thank you for sharing all of that information with us. That is a lot. That is a lot coming up in the world of safety. I want to encourage our team, if you have not yet had a chance to meet Raul, you can find him in Phoenix, Arizona. If he's not traveling to Washington or Lathrop, California, or Albany like he said he's going to be tomorrow, he can normally be found at our Phoenix, Arizona terminal. So walk inside, go track him down, shake his hand, ask him some questions, pick his brain, get to know the guy. You'll be better for it. Thanks for taking some time.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. On behalf of everybody here at CHEEMA Freight Lines, we're very excited to have you on the team. Welcome aboard.
I'm excited to be here.
For those following along, I want to thank you for tuning in. Thanks for spending a little bit of time with Raul and myself. If you are interested in CHEEMA Freight Lines and want more information, give us a call. Call us. We're at 844-424-3362. That's also 844-4-CHEEMA. Easy to remember, right? Drivers, if you're looking for a driving position and you want to apply, you can go online by visiting teamcheema.com. Well, that about does it for us. Hey, if you haven't already, give us a like, give us a subscribe, throw some comments on the video chat so we can talk to you and respond. We'd love to know where you're watching the program from today, or if you want to send a greeting to Raul, you can do so in the comments. Again, stay safe out there. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye, guys.